done.
Dear friends, do you like animation films or mangas? Welcome to the second episode of our South African animation series. In this series, I'm collaborating with South African animation school Canvas Academy. Their Canvas Dippopy program is helping disadvantaged young artists with their animation dreams. In the first episode, we've got to know one of their talented students, Mukululi, and his amazing artistic loving family. Today, we will get to know his classmates and teachers in Canvas Academy. Also, they are going to design an animation character for my YouTube channel. Welcome to join us in this fun journey. The first feature film about the African continent was Madagascar, the 3D animated film released by DreamWorks in 2005. The animation industry in South Africa is still very young and is the smallest section in the whole film industry. Started from 2007, there has been a couple of films and a couple of 2D studios making content for Disney in South Africa. But not a lot of people have had the opportunity to do their own stories, their own content, which is a big deal.
You draw a line on your shoulders and the shoulders are doing this. The guy's gonna look like he's falling. Any more questions? Mukululi?
So are we actually allowed to change the pages?
What pages? What pages?
Tumelo is an experienced 3D artist, the head of Canvas Academy and founder of Canvas Dippopy program. He has been involved in creating some major animation films made in South Africa. Now, he spends his private time on Saturdays, nurturing future young artists like Mukululi with his professional expertise, and hopefully to make them one of the first African storytellers in the booming South African animation industry.
So we teach digital drawing for animation and a bit of animation every Saturday to young people coming from different townships in around our province. The type of art that I used to do was not for animation, and that really broke my heart because I remember just literally up the road, I went into this company and I was with my mom at the time and she was holding this big portfolio, and when this lady, after she looked at our work, I had to go home, but I made it to a point to my life to say it is my responsibility to teach young people how to draw for animation. That very thing that lady, when she looked at my art, she didn't quite see that she just only needed to teach me how to draw for animation. The skill was there, you know. So now with Mukululi, when I see his artwork, I just basically see myself in there. He's this young artist who brilliantly illustrates people and he's got this fine art illustrations. And when I think about it and I see how we can really pivot that artwork to drawing for animation and to give him the opportunity that I never really got when I was a bit younger. Cool. Guys, today we are going to have an interesting day like I told you earlier on. We've already met Molly at the back. And this is Molly's Instagram page. This program is about character design, and we're also teaching you how to draw characters for animation. Is that we're going to do a character design of Fyjo Molly, a Chinese girl who is exploring Africa.
Africa in Chinese is Fyjo.
In Chinese it's Fyjo.
Yeah.
It's Fyjo all the way, baby. No more Africa. What? Fyjo. Where are you from, Fyjo? So, growing up in Alex, it's quite an interesting thing because we see all these cartoons playing on TV, but we never really question ourselves how they're made. And everybody in my street, so the funny thing is that my dad was a plumber, and everybody in my street is either they're doctors, nurses, and teachers. And when I told my dad that I want to do cartoons for a living, and he just couldn't understand, like, why would you want to do cartoons for a living? Look at the neighbors' kids and everybody else. You know, but the good thing is that he was actually far more open-minded. He was far more open-minded, but he knew that he was not going to be able to teach me that, or neither was I being taught that at high school. So that's why he had to reach out to companies to actually see if ever they cannot mentor me. And I remember that we used to play basketball. My friends and I, we used to love playing basketball. So I had to get out of the group. We stopped playing basketball together because I had to go to this place every day after school, take 3 taxis. So I'd go from Highlands North and go to our local taxi rank, take another taxi to get to this place just right after school. So I'd get there like an hour late. and then my dad would fetch me after school. So it was quite a hassle to just get to use a drawing tablet and to actually experiment with animation. But every single day when I would have to go to that area, I would forget about the basketball that I used to play. I'd forget about my friends, and some of them didn't even know where I was going. They just knew that every Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays, there's this place at Redbank that I'm going to be drawing, and that to me was like a little place that I could express myself.
So, in the class, we have 3 groups that is drawing the animate for Fyjo Molly. Let's go. What's your group name?
The back one.
Too much sauce. Very well. So this is the first time in my life that I have so many talented young people drawing an animate for me, for Fyjo Molly. So this is such an honor to be here and to have you guys and to use your talents. Thank you so much, guys. Thank you so much. In your logos, you have the Chinese characters.
Yeah.
Like, do you have something to do with China, or why do you have the characters over there?
In our logos, we have the Chinese characters. Now we have something to do with China. But there is no specific reason why we have that, except the fact that we know for a fact that young people, 16, 18, 19, they love Chinese type of animation. They love these characters. This is part of their lives. So we are not denying it. So we hope that our logo will be an intrigue to them. Whenever they see those Chinese characters, it will be an intrigue to them to actually find out what do we do and how we can assist them. By the time they get here, they realize that we're not Chinese. We're just only showing them that, look, you can actually draw whatever that you want to draw in whatever culture, in whatever society that you come from, and you just need to be able to be creative. Creating aesthetically, to finding our own style and our own voice and our own intellectual property that really can, a lot of people can say, wow, that is exclusive to Africa. It takes generations and generations of people getting comfortable with drawing themselves, getting comfortable drawing themselves and exaggerating themselves, and with the mannerisms as well. For South Africa to be able to create their own animation or their own unique sense of animation in Africa, we really need to start telling more stories of our own. We need to push those out as more often as possible so that we can now start filtering down. I don't think we push those out as much. If, let's just say for argument's sake, let's look at the Nigerian Nollywood, right? The only way we can now stigmatize Nollywood to this type of quality, this type of exaggerated speaking, is because there was too much in the market, and then we started realizing and we started understanding what these people are all about in terms of storytelling. It was not just one feature film here, on one shot there, and that other one, and then we say, hey, this is how the industry looks like. I think we need to produce as much as possible. We need to have young people experimenting as much as possible, because when young people are experimenting without any budgets and just learning, they don't have any outsourced work that they need to produce for. So therefore, that's where their work basically becomes influenced by their own environments. They're just experimenting, they're just learning. So they don't have any client that they are frustrated by or that they have to meet those needs. So we need to have that environment where more young people are being given the tools to actually start telling the stories through animation, through comic, and they just need to push them out and more and more.
Similar to Tumelo, Muzi is a super talented Japanese manga artist from Soweto, the biggest city townships in Johannesburg. Muzi is one of the rare successful artists who has published his own manga comic in South Africa. Today, this ambitious and successful young artist is ready to give back to the society. He came to the class to tutor the young kids voluntarily.
This manga is called Miracles. I created it 2 years ago, and it's just a story about a boy who needs to save the world, but he doesn't want to. Instead, he wants to find his family, because all his life he was lied to as to he doesn't have a family. So instead of saving the world, he wants to find his family now. Growing up in townships, one thing I noticed was an uncommon talent was looked down upon. So for me, in the townships, I had this talent. I had this desire to keep drawing anime, but the masses were like, why are you drawing this? What the heck is this? You're out here drawing cartoons. What's wrong with you? And I'd always have to educate everyone that this is not a cartoon, this is an art form. This teaches people something, you know? So for me, it's like when there are children here who are from where I'm from, finally they get the opportunity to learn from someone who went through what they went through. Because where they probably come from, their talent as well has been looked down upon. You see, here is a place where their talent can thrive. Here is where their questions can be answered, their intelligence not looked down upon. The hardest thing with combining the two between African arts and manga is the hair, actually. Because the hair, African hair, is complicated to draw, at least for me. So at the same time, I like creating energy with hair. So it is still much of a struggle for me to like somehow make the hair look like it fits this character.
Two, one, Baza! 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 Okay, cool guys, we've come to the end of the day. You know the drill. Leave your sketchbooks, take everything that belongs to you. Let's sit at the back.
So now the competition for creating a character for Fyjo Molly is finished. And now we have 3 groups. I need to be the judge to find out the best artwork from all these talented designers. What I'm going to judge from is the design.
Okay.
Because if I were a real client and I pay someone to design a logo for me or image for me, I want this logo to represent my concept, Chinese girl exploring Africa. And that's the concept also for my YouTube channel. You can see the drawing style is so different. Each one got its own character. So that's really amazing. Very difficult for me to judge because you all get the element I want, to be honest.
Have you seen like these mics?
Boom mic.
Yeah. And then these dreads is those Chinese dreads that has those type of collars and those buttons that turn into them.
This is the Asian shirt.
Okay.
And the flag also. We incorporated the bangles for the Tonga tradition.
You also gave me cheekbones. Very well. This one, I look like a superwoman, like a flying.
That's mine.
Okay, that's yours. Very good. All right. You all got characters, and just from the design, the concept, I can't really judge who is better. But what I like about that group, they combined more element. Even like they have letters, logos designed to emphasize on the concept. So that's a plus always for the design. So my prize is green tea from China.
Green tea from China.
Yeah, so it's a box of green tea, and inside it has individual bags. So each one can take one bag. I hope it's enough for the whole group.
Cool, where's the group?
Yeah.
There's the group.
Yeah.
Enjoy the tea, guys.
Yeah.
Give it the box, then we'll see it.
Oh yeah.
Well done, everybody, let's grab our sponsors. Well done. Did you learn anything new today?
Thank you for watching. See you next time, my friends.